That's your command today in Raid Shadow Legends. Welcome to the video, guys. Hopefully it finds you all doing well out there. Oh, thank you for joining me, talking a little bit of Raid Shadow Legends. So what is the end game of Raid Shadow Legends nowadays? What even is it? What is the end game? To me, it would be really, I guess, 3 areas of the game right now. We're talking Hydra Clan Boss. For better or for worse, on Hydra Clan Boss, we have Hydra Clash now. Hydra Clash is a very, very flawed, for so many reasons that we're not going to get into. This is not going to be a super negative video or a critique video, although there'll be plenty of those in the future. Plenty of those in the future.
You are so busted.
But Hydra Clash is implemented in probably one of the worst ways. It's actually, to me, been incredibly successful when it comes to getting in there and optimizing your Hydra Clan Boss teams. I mean, you guys are probably like me a little bit, that we go in there. This is these are my teams, by the way. I'll show you them really quickly. But this is not what the video is about.
Why are you like this?
The video is about the area in the game right now that only one player in the world in Curse City has cleared. And this has been standing for a few days now. I can't even get close, and I want to kind of show you guys this area and walk you through the end game of Curse City in case you're not there right now. But it's really Hydra Clash, Live Arena, and to me, Sintranos, right? Soul Cross specifically. Anyway, I digress. Really quickly, you can take a look at my teams that I'm using right now. This is my Nightmare team. My Brutal team is this. They're all dirty, 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 pay to win.
This battle was over before it began.
And then we have our this team. Oh, I just got to carve out like 3 hours to manual it, but it can pull off like a Billy, you know, in terms of damage. So yeah, maybe another video for another day there. Anyway, I think the Hydra Clash has it vaulted Hydra Clan Boss to end game content because everybody wants those rewards, those accessories, and it's made people go out there. A lot of people, I hear from you guys, and optimize your Hydra teams. Are you in that boat, or could you care less? Does your clan take Hydra Clan Boss seriously or not? And then it's Live Arena. Live Arena, I got to 4,000. I unlocked Quintus. Oh man, I'm falling down. Oh my God. I got to 4,000. I unlocked Quintus, and then I'm taking a break since. So I've not played since that day, since that video. But I'll get back into it. Live Arena. I saw a poll. I think that Nubkex put a poll out on his YouTube channel. Around 6,000 people voted. And what was your favorite update of the year? And about 20%, number 2 after Sintranos, 20% liked Live Arena. And I think that Live Arena right now, it really grew on me personally. But I think it's, you know, at least they have it attached to something in terms of the second Great Hall and stuff. I don't know. How do you guys feel about it? I feel like people who like Live Arena love Live Arena. And then everybody else are like, yeah, I could care less about Live Arena.
What about me? What about me?
Curse City. This is the real end game content. Now they came out, Plarium came out, and they said that the content as it is right now on hard mode, obviously I'm on hard right now, right? And I am recording this a couple days in advance because of the holidays too, so I could make more progress, of course. But the hard mode, they said, is not quite hard enough, right? They're saying that they want to make future changes to make the content a little bit more appealing to endgame players. To me, that feels like they might be, you know, I don't know. We had a chat with Plarium, like a creator chat, and they came out and they said that anything and everything is on the table for Curse City right now, meaning implementing new bosses, different restrictions, different dungeons, everything. They're talking over every idea. So TBD on how this evolves, but it sounds like there's a lot of like outside the box ideas even that might happen with Curse City in the future. So the first real boss is Amos, you know, and I feel like a lot of people have figured out Amos. This is the team that I'm using, by the way. It's not the fastest team in the world, but Venom Mage is such an MVP. I have a whole video out talking about Amos. Just insane stuff, right? Let's go ahead and move on though, because after Amos, right, whether you're on hard, normal, I imagine is the same way, you're going to run into the similar roadblocks, right? So I have not been focused everywhere. Normally, if I wasn't playing just for the content, I think I would just go in there and just take my time with it, stroll around the city a little bit, right?
Don't blame me.
However, I'm not. I'm just trying to rush to the content that you guys are struggling with. That way I can make guides ahead of some of you guys. Anyway, endgame really starts, to me, with the Sand Devil on S9, okay? Hard is very tricky, but you can solo with Basilisk, or you can solo even with Pythion. The team, I used Pythion and Venus as my fast run, not very fast here, right? You can see Degreer used you can see the teams that everybody are using here in my clan and the top, rankings as well. But then it's after the Sand Devil, you'll run into your next challenge is going to be on Tainted Fyro. So the hard mode Fire Knight, but it's very restrictive in terms of the team, okay? You can see my team that I'm using here. It's a Cardial, it's Cryodin, it's Neldor, Ruella, and Holstring, right? Very, very good team. You can also use Shiramani against this dude. I have a Neldor guy that I put out a day or two ago as well. I really like Neldor. You can see the top teams. Who are they using in the world? Neldor is on every team, dude.
If your eyesight was any better, you'd be able to see through people.
Almost every team. But he's going to be a big roadblock for a lot of players until they build those champions. But then after that, it's actually these floors that are super, super challenging. Okay. So they're not all equally as challenging, I should say, by the way, like 13 versus 19, but I'm going to show you these 4 really quickly that I have not beaten. I want to be clear though, I have not put a ton of time into this, maybe like a half an hour on each, maybe even less than that on each floor. And I'm like, okay, I need to go in and start rebuilding these champs. But I personally love this. I'm conflicted on the end game content. Part of me, and I'm going to show you the hardest dungeon in the game right now, at least TBD in the future, but I'm going to show you what I think is the hardest content in the entire game in just one moment. But I love that we have to use restrictive champions. I'm pulling everybody out of the vault for this content, and I'm really enjoying it. You may notice here on the channel, the last like 6 videos have been all about Sintranos, all about Curse City. I'm digging the update. But at the end of the day, it just feels like, I'm not overall, I'm positive. I'm happy about it, right? But as it stands right now, the double bosses all being old, just being double.
Do you have a problem with that?
I don't know. It doesn't feel like you have to employ like any super next level strategy. You guys let me know if you feel differently. And even these waves, even though I'm really enjoying it, it's like kind of the same old to some extent. You know what I'm saying? Maybe next year in the big clan versus clan update, I'll find that a little bit more enticing for the long haul in terms of adding longevity to the game. But anyway, this is the team that I'm kind of rocking over here. I need to go in and just gear out all of these champions. But it's very restrictive and it gets very tough very quickly, I thought honestly, I thought most of the entire update was fairly dang easy. And then I got to this content and I'm like, oh, and obviously I have a lot of champions. It's actually funny because I took I have my second channel, right? The Raid Shadow Legends Champion Guides channel. I built so many, 300, right? Random epic champions throughout the years that I actually am very well poised to tackle a lot of this content. At least I don't have them in my best gear or anything, but at least I have them built, right? So I'm just gonna put it on auto here, but you guys can see, this team we're gonna go down. We're gonna go down fast. So really gonna go in there with great gear, the right champions, and manual it. Sometimes a lot of RNG involved. You can see I don't even have artifacts on all these dudes. So let's go over to 14 here. So this state, is this it? This is not it. This is not the one, but this is a very challenging one. So only Degreer, who's probably the only dude who's more pay to win than I am in my clan.
Who said that?
Nah, I love you, Degreer. I'm joking. I'm probably more pay to win.
Yeah, I love you both.
But this is where things get really challenging, stage 14, right? So you can see the squad that I'm using right now. I got some Thenasil in there. I'm not sure if I want Thenasil long term, but who did Degreer use? He used Deliana. He's Mordecai. So maybe I'll use Mordecai as well. I'll definitely be able to beat this stage, right? I'm not going to show you it, but I'll definitely be able to beat it. Then we go to stage 20. Stage 20, things start getting, look at this. Nobody's beat stage 20 in my clan, at least, right? And we're going against Rotos and Sifis and everything in the world. There's been 12 players have beat it at the time of this recording, right? 12 people, and these are the teams that they're using: Artak, Rhonda, Daeneg, Grohawk, Killians, a lot of Killians. This is the team that I have assembled right now. I should be able to beat this stage as well. So that's what I'm going to work on, I think, tonight. But it's very tricky. Sifis and Rotos, I'll show you really quickly just how hard they're hitting. And then the next floor is gonna be the craziest, most insane content I have ever seen. I remember thinking that Doom Tower secret rooms, the rare onlys, I remember the first time I faced those and I was like, oh dude, this is insanely hard. But then we kind of figured, okay, we just stun lock and RNG it through. But look at this, man. I mean, the thing is we don't have access to any revivers, right? So like if somebody dies, we're toast. Sayonara, we're done. You know, that's what makes these stages very difficult. I don't have gear on. I don't have all the gear on Girlhawk. I think I'm missing a slot. But either way, it's going to be very challenging. I think I can do it. I'm going to put Lord Champfort in a bolster set. I'm looking for bolster sets. I'm looking for stun sets. I'm looking for maybe a Guardian set, stuff like that, right? Okay, here it is, 19. This stage, dude, this stage. So it's been out. I mean, how do I say this? It's been probably a week now that this stage has been available to players in the world. And there's a lot of good players in the world. There's a lot of good whales out there in the world, right? Nobody in my clan, this one dude, this guy, can't even say his name.
Try harder.
We'll call him Tim. Tim is the only guy. Player power 70 million. No big deal. I thought I was bad at 30. This guy's at 70 million.
That's what you called me on the show.
Oh my God. Is this just a dev account? Like some dev god account? He's the only player in the entire world who's cleared stage 19 hard. I can't believe he's cleared it. I cannot believe he's cleared it. This is insanely difficult. You start out against Tauruses and Marichkas with a bunch of stupid, crappy epics. Look at this. Look, we know what the last wave looks like. We know what the first wave looks like. 2 Tauruses and a Marichka. What the hell am I supposed to do here? I have, by the way, this floor, I had it in my mind. It was very cute. It was very cute. I was like, I'm gonna be the second guy in the world to beat it. I'm gonna make a YouTube video about it. And
always good to have dreams.
I started decking these champions out in some nice gear, right? So I have Morag. I didn't change Morag's gear. I need to go in there and do that. It's not going to make that big of a difference. I need to put her in like a full lethal or change the gear totally, make her tankier. I have Fane in a Merciless set, a 6-piece Merciless. Why not? But really the 3 that I was focused on in terms of, I need to get in there and rebuild Fane too. But Steel Skull we have in Bolster and Immortal with a bunch of HP. Steel Skull out of the vault. Gonna need you, big fella. Increased defense. We get the cleanse. We get the heal on 1 ally. And then we have Rockbreaker. Rockbreaker, I decked him out in a stone skin, a little bit of perception, a little bit of protection as well. So now I have him pretty dang tanky, 60k, 4,500, 341 on the accuracy as well. I mean, I'm trying everything I can here, guys. And then we have Gnarlhorn, right? So Gnarlhorn, I still have him in kind of broken sets, a couple perception, not broken, but a defense set. I just have the gear kind of lying around. I don't know if you guys are the same way, like how you approach this content, but what I'm trying to do is I'm actually trying to 2 bird 1 stone kind of cleanse this content a little bit. What I'm doing is I'm going in there and I'm building these champions, but I'm trying not to burn 50 or 100k silver on every gear removal, muling this stuff around. So I'm trying to go through my artifact collection and pick out pretty good gear that nobody's wearing whenever I'm building specific champions for these restricted areas in Curse City, because it's just like I ran on a silver for the first time in like a year, just trying to swap all this damn gear around. Moreover, the last thing I'll say about this is they really need a gear swap feature. Hell, I would swap gear from one champion to another. I would pay whatever the stupid cost is, 600,000 or whatever. Just give me a swap. That way I don't have to go manually every piece of gear from one champion to the other. Wouldn't it be nice to swap? They have that in Watcher of Realms, and boy, do I love it.
Let's get back to work. Deal a card.
Only difference is it's free to swap there. They don't charge you. Go figure. It'd be awesome if you could swap gear at like a 75% discount or something like that. 50%, 20%, 10% discount. I'll take it.
I'm trying to do my job, okay?
All right, 70k, 3,000 on the defense, 252 on the speed with 376 on the accuracy. So this is my squad here, guys. This is insane. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I checked this level yesterday afternoon, 24 hours ago from this recording, and it was only this one dude. And I was like, you know what's gonna happen? By the time I record the video, there's gonna be like 8 guys or 10 or whatever. There's still only one. Okay, so let's go into it here. This is the end game. of Raid Shadow Legends. All right. Double Taurus Marichka, dude. Whatever developer decided to, whatever designer over there at Plarium decided to make this the first one, shame, shame. I know your name. So the problem that we run into is, even if we did have any good AoE nukers or anything like this on the team, we can't touch Marichka, because we'll get 2 Taurus counterattacks with the A2. That's a 2-turn stun if they don't just kill me, because he hits so damn hard. So how do I beat this? How do you beat this, man? How did that guy do it? Because the problem is we need to kill, well, intuitively we would want to kill Marichka first, because she's going to revive everybody when she dies. But we have to attack her in order to, you know, this is what happens, by the way, if we, we shouldn't have provoked over there, but it's okay. We're gonna die anyway. It's not that big of a deal. We should cycle our provokes, obviously. But let's just go ahead and attack and see what happens. Boom! Boom! Well, the shield held up pretty well from the bolster, but now she's 2 turns stunned. Anybody who touches Marichka is gonna get 2 turns stunned, guys. I mean, what do I do? Like, I haven't tried just going after Marichka. Boom, 2-turn stun. Boom. Okay, I do have the cleanse though. Let's go unkillable on Gnarlhorn. Let's cleanse Faye, and then she just heals up. She has the best heal in the game. Not really, but she has one of the best heals in the game. Let's put that. I don't know how to do this, man. I mean, you'll see. I'm just going to turn it on auto, and you'll see how when Stultus, they just added a Stultus just for the heck of it, right? Constant pressure, double constant pressure. Awesome. No revivers available. I'm already dead. I'm already dead. I'm already down. How would you guys tackle this floor? What would you guys do? I can't believe the fact that there's so many good players in this game. So many good players, right? So many players with +4 like every void legendary, right? Maybe not so many, but there's some, right? Of course, they don't always tend to be the best players, though. The people with +4 every void legendary, because sometimes they're just absolute whales who don't know anything about the game, and they're just like, yeah, I'm just gonna spend.
That's not a bad thing.
But that being said, there's also a lot of good players who have a lot of maxed out, and obviously +4 is not going to help you out on this stage. You know, it's all epics and rares. So who's this dude using anyway? Fodbor the Bard, 2 Morags, a Steel Skull, is that Kinagashi? I thought I had her. Maybe that's going to be the solution. So she's a reviver and a 1 ally attacker. I mean, I say solution. She's not going to solve anything for yours truly, given this team and this gear, right?
I could really use that cash, Mark.
But I wonder how many times. So I'm assuming he did 2 Morags, 2 Morags with the ally attacks on Raider Captain, and went in there with the Fodbor debuffing first, and basically just went with the 3 ally attacks essentially, and tried to kill Marichka right off the bat there, right? I don't even know what the second wave looks like. They have a freaking Yameko on the 3rd wave and a Karato. That's disgusting. 2 Harimas. Oh man, guys. Well, this is it. This is Raid Shadow Legends Endgame, guys. Let me know what you think of it. And I haven't even gotten to stage 21. I don't know. Has people cleared? Oh, okay, so people have cleared stage 21. That doesn't look like an issue. 24? How hard is this? Nobody in my clan, but plenty of people in global. All right, so really, it looks like it's just stage 19. It looks like this. What are you in the double bosses? Oh, yeah. Double bosses, no big deal. No big deal. So it's just this one stage, guys. Stage 19. It's infamous. All right, guys, that's going to do it for the video. Thank you for watching all the way till the end. Much love, and as always, take care, guys.